Hi guys, good afternoon to you all. How are you doing? This is Vera. Welcome to my channel. To my old subscribers, I'm grateful for your returning. And if you're seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome to my channel. This is Vera. I'm talking about health, lifestyle, and relationship in this my channel. I'm a lover of health, good health, and lifestyle and relationship. In fact, our program today is going to be on relationship. Our talk today is going to be on relationship. So if you like this channel, in fact, not if you like, I'm begging you. I'm begging, I'm a new YouTuber. I'm just coming up. I'm begging you to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button, comment, share. Please just do it to support me. Thank you very much. So you're welcome to my channel. Like I said, um, this channel is about lifestyle, health, and relationship. So today we are going to talk about relationship. The topic we have today about relationship is, can you change a man? Some women are in some relationships thinking they can change a man. In my own opinion, I stand to be corrected anyway. You can give me your opinion, just go to the comment section, just tell me what you think. But in my own opinion, you cannot change a man. What makes you think you can change a man? A man that is a full grown adult, he's not a baby. You can only change a baby. Because that's why some people, when they want to take a child or they want to adopt, they will take that child when the child is a baby. You cannot go and adopt an adult and say you want to train him or her, you want him or her to grow and know you as a mother or as a father when the person is already an adult. You cannot live with somebody that is an adult that is not related to you. The person might be doing certain things, you won't be able to control him or her. So that is how it is too. I remember one of my in-laws that was living with us those days. Sometimes he's telling me, your husband think he can control me. And it's true. So, at that time, as the last day, he was 32 years. Some of his mates are already married, and he's here, he's telling us that, letting me know that my husband cannot control him. He's an adult. How can you control him? It's not easy. Except somebody that the way the parents groomed him or her has that respect. Some people have the respect and regard for people. So if you as a lady, you have met a man, maybe he has even married you, you saw some characters in him that you don't like, and you think you can change him, you are just deceiving yourself. All you can do for that man is just to pray. And maybe if you are lucky, God will hear your prayer. And you see that prayer you are praying, I will just advise you not to be expecting answers now. Just pray and remove your mind. Because if you pray, probably he smokes cigarette or he's a womanizer or he's the type that beats you, and you're praying, God, please change this man. Let him stop beating me. Change me to stop womanizing. Change me to stop smoking. And you have prayed today. In the next 1 week or a month, you want a change. You have high BP. Because if he goes to go and do that thing that he does, which you don't like, you won't have peace. You won't be happy. So when you pray, just forget about it. Just know that you are sowing seed. This thing I'm telling you from my own experience. You know, I've been in that category before, where I was praying for somebody to change. You know what it is? For example, if the person is your husband, number one is the head of the home. You are not training him. He's an adult. He has chosen his path. Even if he's not your husband, maybe he's a friend, just a friend. He's an adult, but he's not your husband. Probably a boyfriend or a fiancé, He has chosen his path. You cannot change him. You cannot mold him. The only thing you can succeed in doing is changing the kind of perception he has about you. Probably you want him to see you as one kind of person, one type of person like that. You can change his perception about you. You cannot change him as a person. He is an adult who has decided the way he wants to live. So if you see somebody that is misbehaving and you are there praying, you will change, you will change. For where? Go and ask our mothers those days. They will be there saying that they will change, that their husbands will change. Before you know, they are old in the marriage. Even most of them knows that those guys won't change, but they have accepted it as their lifestyle. A woman once told me when I was having issues in my marriage, she told me one thing. Those days she used to tell me he will change, but one day she made a statement that that's how they do it. Though you just be saying he will change before you know you're old in the marriage. Ha! She made this statement. When she left, I thought about it deeply. I said, this woman has indirectly told me that my husband is not going to change. And that was the truth. That does not mean that my husband is misbehaving. And that does not mean that he's doing those things I don't like. But he was doing those things that I didn't like. Like those days, the marriage was so terrible that people were even asking me when I was married, didn't you know he was like this? Let me tell you, you cannot know him. They know the no man finish you. It's when he marries you, you start saying so many things. You know, like they always say that marriage is a gift. When you lose it, whatever you see, you take. Relationship is not enough. Neither is love enough for you to know his behaviors, his characters. It's when he marries you, you find out that it might be the type that does not flush toilet after using. It might be the type that presses toothpaste from the middle and not from the down. Probably you like pressing it from the. You start seeing certain characters that doesn't really mean anything. But this thing I'm telling you, these little things can cause serious problems in the home. You know. So when that woman made that statement, it meant a lot to me. And for example, in my marriage now, I'm 18 years in marriage or 17 thereabouts. I got married 2004, you know, and I was there were certain things my husband was doing that I didn't like. I was praying and praying and praying and praying. That prayer actually worked for me. But the prayer worked for me when I've stopped even praying. When I've because at the time I had to tell God, oh God, you're the one that created this man, you're the one that gave him the heart of stone. Whenever you like, you change him. But it was the time I was really serious, praying, going to churches here and there, going for programs, going for what was it called? Um, in fact, I did things thinking that it would change. Even he had me one day that, in fact, let me not start going into that issue. But somebody might say, "Hey, you're speaking from experience that it happened to you like that might not. That does not mean that it might happen to another person like that. But I'm telling you from experience and from other. I have we have a group and I belong to some groups. I've really dealt and read a lot about relationships and I found out that you cannot change a man. Number one is the head of the home. Whatever he says stands. You know, so you can't force him. It's even the man that can even change you as a woman. It's very possible for your husband to change you as a woman. But you as a woman changing your husband or changing your man is not always easy. The only way the man cannot be able to change a woman, the woman is the one paying the bills. Probably the man does not even work. It's the woman that is working, she's the one that is paying the bills. Unless if she's a very, very good woman, probably a Christian or a well brought up woman, if there are certain things she's doing and you are the head of the home, the man that does not pay the bills, and you tell him, sweetheart, this thing you are doing, I don't like it, stop it. And she stops. That means your wife is a very good woman. The money she's making has not entered her head, you know. But if it is the other way around, the man is the man indeed. He's responsible for all the necessary things he's supposed to be doing. Pays the house rent, the school fees. He's paying the bills. He's doing, and maybe you are even a full-time housewife. Hey, the case is serious. So he will not listen to you. That's why it's even good as women that we should support our men, whether you are married or not. If he's your husband, support him. If he's your guy, have something that you are doing. He will respect you. At times when you talk, he will listen to you because you are adding value to his life. You're adding value to that relationship. You're adding value to yourself, you know. So, in my own humble opinion, you cannot change a man because that man has been molded. He has grown up the way the mother brought him up, or the way the society, the environment he grew up, you know, molded him. So, the way he's living his life is the way they brought him up. Is for you to change that man, it's going, it's just by the grace of God. If at all you change. In my own case, you might be wondering, but my husband changed. Yeah, he changed, but he changed on his own. He was the one that decided to change on his own. It was not me. All that I did for where they didn't work. He was one that talked to himself. This thing I'm doing well. I have to stop it. He changed on his own. If the man is not ready to change, he's not going to change. So don't be in a marriage where the man is beating you, be praying, he will change, he will change. Huh. A lady wrote today in our group that the man always, even when she's pregnant, the man will beat her. The man always beats her. That the man's family has been telling her that the man will change. She has been there. She was even asking for people's opinion. What would they advise her to do? Should she go? Me, I wrote, if like stay there, let him kill you. Stay there and be waiting for him to change. He might not change. The only thing that will make a man change is he himself. He's the one that will decide on his own that he will change. You cannot change him. All you can do to help him is to pray for him. You cannot make a man change. Like I told you, a man is an adult, a full grown adult who has grown up and who has chosen his path, the way he wants to live. If he's the one that smokes, he knows that smokers are liable to die young, and he's doing it because that cigarette makes him high, or there's something that the cigarette is doing to him. He has had to be doing it. The day he stops smoking is the day he decides to stop. If you think because he has met you don't like smoke, you don't like men that smoke, and he says he will stop, he might be going behind to go and smoke. The day you are coming, he will stop if you are still dating. By the time he marries you, after some time, he will start smoking. After it's my house, she's my wife, she's under me. She can't tell me how to live my life. So don't waste your time following a man if you are still in a relationship that has characters that you don't like and you think you can change him. What makes you think you can change? Are you his mother? Are you training him? You can only change a kid. How come you can change a kid? You can change a kid because the kid is still growing up. You know, you can mold him. You can mold him to what you want him to be. One day, one of my friends told me that, this my son, I should handle him, or that the way he's doing him, I do like his father. I said, God forbid, you don't like me. If my son should grow up and behave like his father, I'm a goner. Because by then he will become a man and be taking certain decisions by himself. And that time my bones will be weak. So you can imagine when you have a husband who is a bully, you now have a son who is a bully, your own is finished. That's why it's good for us to train our children. It's even in the Bible, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he grows up, he will not depart from it. So that takes me back. If it is a man that the mother has trained up to become a bully, a man that they have trained to make him know that he cannot enter kitchen. As I'm talking now, my son is slicing and chopping carrots for me. I want to cook fried rice. So if I bring him up in a way that he believes that he cannot enter the kitchen, if I bring him bring him up in that way, of course the wife cannot come and tell him that you have to enter kitchen. How can you now want to come and train him from what I've already trained him to be? But now he knows that he can slice carrots. If the wife is pregnant or the wife has given birth, of course by that time you'll be able to arrange jollof rice or fried rice and they will all eat. But there are some men that don't believe that they enter. They believe that the kitchen is meant for the men, for the ladies. Just like my sister, when I was very single, I was staying with my sister. So my sister traveled, and after some time, I wanted to travel, so I wanted to go to school. So I made soup for the man, made eba for him. At least the eba will carry him today for that day. He's even this kind of person that eats eba that remains the next day. So my mind is at least you carry him today and tomorrow, then he can arrange for himself. There was soup. Do you know that eba that I made? You can't believe it. I stayed in school 1 month, came back to come and check the man because as at that time my sister hadn't come back. That soup I made, you will not believe it. I made that soup like that. 1 month soup, no warming, eba, full of mucus. No. He didn't eat it. He abandoned it. That is the kind of upbringing the mother gave him. He believes that the kitchen is meant for the women. So he believes you should be buying food outside. Meanwhile, some people like my younger brother will go and warm that soup and eat it. The way my mother brought him up. So it's upbringing. A man that they have brought up to believe in certain things or that has mixed apart from the family, friends and peer groups helps to train people. A man that has grown to know that smoking is part of life, to according to him, or that's what he believes. You can't change him unless if he has received Jesus Christ, or if something has happened, changes. They say change is the only constant thing. Certain things can happen in a man's life that will make him to change anyway. But him changing because of you, or because you're telling me you don't like this, he will change. Hmm. My sister, my brother, you're wasting your time. My own husband's case, certain things happened in our life. In fact, when the problem was too much in our mind, we separated. Yes, we separated. Oh, when we came back, I still saw some of those characters in him, but after a while, he just changed. He told himself, "I will change." I didn't know when he told himself, but when I started seeing those things, till today, it's still a very very big miracle to me. So that's why I said you should pray, because I'm not against prayer. Probably it is the prayers I've been praying those days, that now paved way for me now, that made him to change. So, but my sister, you cannot change a full grown man, an adult. You cannot mold him because his bones are now strong. You cannot mold him from what they have molded him to be, unless he on his own decides to change. Do you understand it now? You cannot change him. He is the one that will decide that this thing, I won't do it again. You know, the only person you can change is a child, a kid. You can change him, mold him to your taste. But an adult, a man, you cannot change him. I hope you have gained value or knowledge from this my video. If you have, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, or the like button, or just give me a thumbs up, just to support me. You can even give me your own idea, your own suggestion. I'm not forcing you. This is my own opinion. If you think you can change a man, and there are ways with you can do it, you can just comment in the comment section. If you also agree with me, you can still comment, you agree with me, you support what I'm saying. Just comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about this my topic. Thank you once more. Till I come your way next time. That reminds me, did you watch my last video? My last video was how my mother died. The topic was how my mother died. Some of you know that I lost my mother, and I gave the story on how she died, some of the things that led to her health, her death. Go and watch that video if you've not watched it. You will learn one or two things there. Thank you very much. Bye. Till I come your way next time.